Hello, in this video, we will learn about camera control, which is one of the basic operations of the Zbrush and Word primitive. This is a basic lecture for those who are new to Zbrush, so you can follow it step by step. Then we will first learn about the basic of the camera control. I will first teach you how to rotate, move, zoom in and out a model in Zbrush. There are three things. The first is rotation. First, if you look on the right, there is called a sphere 3D. Let's put this here first. Click and drag to draw. Press edit, then press shift and point to the front. And here, if you drag the mouse on the empty space of the canvas, the model will rotate like this. This is something we learned together last time. I think you will understand it. And we'll proceed again in the review section. The second is movement. Alt click to move. If you drag, you will move immediately like this. And the third is to zoom in and out. To zoom in and out, use Alt. Click in the same way after releasing Alt. You can see that if you move the mouse left to the right like this, you can zoom in and out. If you learn these three operations, you can freely manipulate the model this time. We will look at the part of resetting the camera position in the UI together. Let's assume that the model has gone out of the screen. Here is assuming that it has been taken out in this way. There are people who sometimes go there look for their model here, assuming that the shortcut key called frame is F, and pressing F, the model is now automatically displayed on the screen. You can center it. This is a function that is often used during work, so keep it in mind. This time, we will learn about importing primitive shape together. Let's import a primitive, which are basic shapes. Let's click on the simple brush function on the right tool panel. If you click like this, you will click on shapes such as sphere 3D, cylinder 3D, and cube 3D below. Click like this and drag on the canvas to place it like this. At the top, click here. You must press the button to switch to edit mode. In this state, editing is not possible yet. There is something to do here, but if you click here, a window like this will pop up. This window is a message telling you to convert to 3D polymesh in order to model. Then, if you look on the right side, there is a tool here, right? You have to press the button called Make Polymesh 3D on top of this. Once you press it like this, it really is in the form of the 3D mesh. You can see that the conversion is happening and the modification work is possible right away in this way. Next, let's take a look at various primitive. Zbrush provides a variety of basic shapes. If you look on the right, there is a tool panel. If you click simple brush is the tool panel. It provides various shapes like this. For example, I will take out a spring-like thing called a helix. If you click on it and pull it out like this, it will look like this. But in this state, as I mentioned before, you can use the edit. If you don't press it, you can edit it. So if you look at the top, there is an edit button. Click it again. Then, if you look at the bottom of the tool panel on the right, there is a part called Initialize. Click this and move the coverage back and forth like this to see the change. You can also change the thickness in the graph way in the middle. This time, click the simple brush again and try switch up. Press Ctrl C to erase it. Let's change it to gear 3D here. Change it like this and then click and turn like this, and you can see that it rotate. Click initialize it again here and then move the coverage like this, and you can see that the shape changes like this. I highly recommend adjusting these options before creating the base for various shapes. Next, let's look at camera tips and troubleshooting. If your model suddenly disappears while working, make sure the local button is turned off. As I mentioned earlier, if you press the F key, you can see that the camera moves in front of like this. If the camera rotates strangely or the shape moves strangely, please check the perspective here. If you press the perspective here, you can see that the perspective fits like this. In this lesson, we learned how to operate the most basic camera in Zbrush and how to set a basic shape import. If you learn just this, future modeling work will be much easier. Next time we will learn how to manage multiple objects using soft. If it was helpful, please leave feedback by liking, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you.